One of these days, I will actually remember to put my microphone on before I hit the button to go live. Today apparently is, yet again, not that day. Okay, namaste, witchlings. How is everyone? I am here. I am surviving. Okay. Just checking a few things out here. Minimize that. That's not what I want. Close that. There we go. I see Vanna on Insta. Hi, Vanna. All right, there we go. Pop over here. Oh, hey. Just a heads up, Vanna. I can see you if I'm looking at the Insta page, but I am not seeing your comments unless I am on the Insta page. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab that tab and then I'm going to minimize this. Oh, that makes life interesting. Okay, so we're going to bring that over here. Click that. And I got a kiddo here, and I got a Vanna here. Hey, hey, this actually works. Now I can watch both streams at the same time. We are good. Okay, if I'm watching the Insta stream, I can see the comments that pop up on Restream. So, you know what? I'm going to do this shit. What am I doing? Okay, putting this down. Bring up the notes, dumbass. I know it's here somewhere. There they are. Okay, we're getting used to this. Oh, I can't do that though. Oh no, 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 no. The lag to Insta is horrific. So, what are we gonna do here? I do this. That does not work though. So we're gonna do that. Click that. Making progress. Give me a second. I'm figuring myself out. This is what I want. All right. There's Vanna. All right. Haha. Okay, now I'll grab this tab and drag it back over here where it belongs. All right, go back to where is it? Oh shit. I'll find it later. I'm having a day. Don't mind me, y'all. Okay, so that is there. This can go over here. Okay. This goes over somewhere other than, in my face. Oh, so don't mind me. I am totally and completely mind-fucked today because I am exhausted. We did a metric fuck ton. Oh no, darling. No, no, darling. Oh. Oh. Wait 1 second. I have to shock the hell out of the man behind the curtain. Which reminds me, he and I are going to be, doing something here. Later in the coming days, weeks, whatever. We'll get to that though. But we did some major house stuff yesterday that freaked the dogs out to no end. I tell you what, my poor dogs. So I am wiped today. We totally rearranged the front half of the house yesterday after my live. We had no internet in the house. Pretty much from the moment I said adieu at about 2:15, 2:30ish until about nice, Vanna. I am thrilled to hear that. until about 8-ish last night. We had no internet because we were rearranging the front of the house. So I am fucking wiped. All right. Here we go. So our candle today is, again, for the unicorns because they say to light a candle asking for their help, and for peace, prosperity, and health for anyone and everyone involved here. You know what? I'm going to be brave today. This is going to go over here, while these. All right. I think I can do this. Because I get tired of it sitting over here because I'm constantly reaching over here. So today I'm going to set it over here and probably burn myself. Let's see how well this happens. Okay, bringing up the notes. I am thrilled, Vanna, that your client wants the Reiki box back. I love the idea of the Reiki box, personally. I'm being told the internet was only down for about 3 hours in the house. It felt like longer. Granted, all of us have our phones, so, we had access. I don't know, because, I was busy working my ass off, moving furniture and shit around, moving the chairs. We have awesome neighbors, amazing neighbors. I love them. They just gave us this amazingly comfortable Lazy Boy recliner. Unfortunately, it's a bitch to move around. It's light, but bulky. So it is not easy for one person to move around. So I got to help the spawn here move it around the living room like 3 times yesterday. We moved the carpet, not the carpet, the rug that sits under it, the dog beds. Yeah, the dogs were freaked the fuck out all day. This asshole, though, let me tell you what he did. How many cats do you know that will just chill the fuck out in their carrier? It started out on the floor, but then I brought a bunch of shit in here to store in here until we could put it back out where it belongs. So it got moved up into the chair. This bastard jumped into his carrier and just chilled the fuck out in his carrier all day. Literally all day. He's like, "What, Mom?" Oh, see. You want it back? I'll put it back on the floor because you're all curled up in the chair right now. Then we moved the sideboard, ginormous piece of furniture that used to be used for holding dishes and stuff way back when. Yeah, we found where this bastard had been holding all of his toys. He'd batted them all under the sideboard, so now there is a pile of toys in his chair with him that you can see here. And a pile of fur that we will not discuss how big it was. Let's just say trying to vacuum and sweep under this ginormous piece of furniture is not the easiest thing in the world. It was a tribble factory. So, yeah, I am slightly exhausted today, but very pleased with how things came out. So, let's begin with our reading. Our first card. Yes! Our first card is Judgment Reversed. Poor judgment, disappointment, theft, divorce, and procrastination. Are we procrastinating filing for divorce or breaking up with that long-term partner just because we don't know where we're going to go, or we can't afford to leave, or, we're staying for the kids? Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Perseverance in the face of adversity, overcoming frustration related to work. Maybe the fact that we don't have a job is why we're procrastinating walking the fuck away. And then finally, we have the Six of Cups, which says children are taking a prominent role, an old friend from the past will reappear, and a reunion. Um, hmm. That's kind of creepy, Vanna, considering literally what you just told me and the fact that that card pops up, an old friend from the past is going to pop up. But in line with the other cards, I'm going to say I'm thinking that the kids, we are using the kids as an escape, as a reason to not walk away from a bad relationship. No, I take it back. We're not using the kids as an excuse. Our partner threatening us to take the kids away from us is why we are not walking away from a bad relationship. But that's just my thoughts here. I've been there, done that one. That partner told me that, okay, I could walk away from the relationship, and as long as I continued living with my mother, he wouldn't try to take my kids away from me. Talk about emotional blackmail there. She was equally as abusive as he was. Okay, then the oracle cards. The first one is an interesting one. We have uncored relationships. The reason I say it's interesting, most of us, when we are trying to remove someone from our life, those of us on the witchy side, will do a cord cutting. So, an uncored relationship. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Your unicorn loves you with a high, pure love. These perfect beings cannot comprehend the attachments we make here on earth, but have enormous compassion for us and will help us let go of any that are holding us back. Any lower emotions you are harboring against someone may be perfectly justified when examined from the limitations and ego beliefs of this lifetime. However, your guidance is to release them all now. Consider how you have attracted that person's behavior. What might have occurred in other lifetimes? What are they teaching you now that you need to learn? A desire for a particular outcome or a lack of forgiveness binds your soul to someone else's. Good God, if I could read, I'd be dangerous. How many more years or even lifetimes are you prepared to be chained to this person? That's a good question. I just put the candle out and you're seeing the smoke from the candle wafting through the camera. I apologize. um, when you can happily bless a person who has wronged you and visualize them receiving whatever they want or need, you are completely free of them. Then your unicorn can joyfully replace all you've lost and then some. They can return money and possessions multiplied and restore and enhance your reputation. They can bring you greater love, success, health, and happiness. Unconditional love does not form binding cords, so you can never lose true love. Your guidance is to scan back through the years for anyone, living or dead, who may still be influencing you. Ask your unicorn to set you both free. Pretty much, Vanna. Oh, I have one very specific person who is no longer Earthside, who still wields a fuck ton of control over me. So, uncord relationships to set yourself free. Call your unicorn. It lovingly enfolds you in pure love. Imagine one or more people that you are attached to, again, living or dead. Tell them that you want to release any lower energies between you. What are those attachments like? They may present themselves to you as chains, ropes, daggers, or something else. Mentally say to these other people, I set us free. Ask your unicorn to dissolve any cords with light from its horn. Know that your unicorns will bless know that their unicorns, will bless the other people with whatever their heart desires. Unicorn blessings are now showering over you. Your affirmation with this card is, I am free to be myself. Next, we are manifesting our dreams. Focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. Choosing this card indicates that you are ready to bring forward a soul desire, something that satisfies you at a deep level. It may be to express yourself through painting or creativity, to look after animals, to serve in some way, or to help and heal others. Where did it go? Shit, there it is. You may want to explore the world, race cars, climb a mountain, invent new tech, or even teach. It is not what you ask for, but what it lights up inside you that is important. Your unicorn is answering your call and helping to bring your vision to fruition. This is a card of opportunity, so explore what you truly want. Consider what would give you a sense of peace, adventure, or joy. What would fulfill you? That's a good question. How do you feel inside when you think of it? Remember that feeling and remember that anything is possible when you are clear and focused. Focus. Thank you, Peanut. Let go of all thoughts of financial reward or how you might personally benefit from your soul desires, for when you manifest them, your feelings of joy and wonder will automatically draw that abundance to you. Ask your celestial helper, i.e., your unicorn, to take your vision to the source for blessing. And remember that when you act as if something already is in place, you send out the energy to attract it. That is the law of attraction. Whoops, microphone. So, manifest your dreams. Take a moment to relax and ground and center yourself. You may want to write down your soul dream, call your unicorn, and tell it clearly what you are envisioning. Ask for a sign it has truly heard you, perhaps a nod, a feeling of alignment, or even a breath of air. Ride with your unicorn up through the dimensions. Pause when you sense the seraphim singing around the Godhead. Your unicorn tells these illumined angels what you desire. Wait as they take your vision to the source. Receive a shower of light and know that your mission has been blessed. Return with your unicorn and, of course, thank it. Ingratitude gets you nothing. Your affirmation is, I manifest my soul desires. And then finally, our final oracle is, stand in your power. Be passionate about your vision and bring about some positive change. The message of this card is to reach deep within yourself and recognize that you are a magnificent. I love you, child. Realize that you are a magnificent divine being. Accept that when you are connected with your true self, you are incredibly powerful. When you are fiercely passionate about a vision, you sweep all opposition to the side. Enthusiasm lights you up from within and gives you the charisma you need. Your excitement makes your aura sparkle. With a magnetism, oh, my nose is just, give me a second. We'll start that one over. Okay. When you are fiercely passionate about a vision, you sweep all opposition to the side. Enthusiasm lights you up from within and gives you the charisma you need. Your excitement makes your aura sparkle with a magnetism that attracts gifts and people to assist you. You become an unstoppable force, for the universe aligns behind you. Make sure your intention is for the highest good of all, for with authority comes responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. I couldn't not say it. I tried. I tried so hard. Anyway, when you receive this card, your unicorn is suggesting that you act with common sense, discernment, and wisdom. Ask it to touch you with the qualities that will enable you to fulfill your life plan with determination, joy, and integrity. You can then influence others and lead them onto a higher path. You can make transformations in your personal world and even the entire planet. You can be a commander for the light. This card is a reminder that you can change family and community dynamics. Your unicorn is asking you to use your power to bring justice, freedom, equality, peace, and light to those in need. Remember to be your magnificent self so that you can fulfill your destiny, whether small or large. Mostly, and most important of all, be all that you can be, but do not join the U.S. Army. Thank you. To stand in your power, relax and breathe deeply. Find yourself standing on a mountain peak. You are wearing a cloak of deep blue and gold. Visualize your unicorn standing beside you. You are holding a sword of light. Picture yourself acting with wise, benevolent authority. See how using your power changes people's lives in small ways or maybe even big ones. Your affirmation with this card is I am strong and powerful. I am Oz, the great and powerful. Anyway, our rune of the day is Fehu. Hello, Fehu. Oh, these runes are so much easier to see on the screen than the rose quartz. Fehu, the divinity is Frey, the god of fertility. The letter is F. The symbol is cattle. The element is fire. The trees are the hazel and the elder. The plant, the ardent, stinging nettle. The stone, as we all know, I have a ton of it, is the garnet. Color is orange colored red. The animal is the Taurus or the deer, representing the virility and fertility power of the wild. Fehu is the rune of wealth, reward, and prosperity. It represents hard work, strength, and determination, meaning something akin to cattle, money, property in the Proto-Germanic. Cows were the primary symbol of wealth during this time period, signifying a person's riches and material resources. Fehu signifies what a person has earned with their sweat, blood, and tears, and how well they maintain it. Fehu is a sign of good luck and success in business, work, and the cultivation of their land. Fehu is a rune of peaceful, domesticated, and blissful living. It can be associated with the god Engwas, Frey, because it is associated with abundance, good luck, and fertility. Fehu, like Ingwas, is a rune closely connected to the earth, and it can be used to draw energy from within it. Fehu is a rune of harmony and balance within the earth or upon the earth and its forces. Fehu is a valuable rune to visualize when concerned with pecuniary subjects. It can bring immense insight into business affairs and also guide you through times of financial difficulty. Fehu can bring blessings of tangible advice, ideas, and tools for you to apply to the material world. Meditate on this rune for strength, luck, and financial successes. Fehu can also be a protective rune, as your wealth is a form of protection and security. It may not be able to buy happiness, but it can sure as hell buy protection and comfort. Monetary security and abundance in resources is a key component to relaxed, blissful living. Knowing all that is needed for survival can be provided easily and quickly. See, what did I just say? Fehu brings comfort and stability to an otherwise unpredictable and wild world. Fehu is calm, collected, and confident in consistency. Fehu is a rune of the physical world, a movable and material concept based on earthly forces. It symbolizes the great prosperity, fertility, and abundance of the earth itself. Meditate on this rune for good health, happy living, and fruitful harvests. Use this day to recognize the direction in which your daily life pulls you, for there is a compass within you that can be tapped into using the energy of this rune. Following your interests and your love, your greatest wishes and dreams, is the best way to read the Rado compass of the inner world. Rado being another rune, and of course I just put them away so I can't show you. One of these days I'll think ahead. Fehu, in relationships, is not directly related to love. However, in a certain context, it can suggest it is time to take a decisive step. You should have the courage to act. This may concern a confession, a proposal, an attempt at reconciliation, etc. Other meanings of the rune are mutual love, a promising relationship based on common sense, and the ability to love truly and deeply. In work, it can have the following meanings: career growth, positive changes in your professional activity, a good relationship with colleagues or management. Wonder what that means when you are the management. In matters of finance, it then indicates a successful investment or a promising acquisition. If you're about to start a new job, Fehu suggests a successful future and a good income. Yay! So our key takeaways: possessions won or earned income, and luck. Abundance, financial strength in the present or the near future. A sign of hope and plenty, success and happiness. Social success, energy, foresight. Fertility, creation or destruction. Prosperity, money, wealth. Concern with physical and financial needs. Goals, promotion, self esteem, centeredness, and karma. So, today's goddess. Today's goddess is not in the book on my Kindle. Just saying. So, we went to Wikipedia, which, yes, I am aware is not necessarily the absolute best resource, but it's the one I came up with. Oh, my coffee is much warmer today than it normally is. It's good. Clunk. Today's goddess is an Egyptian goddess of resurrection, Nut. There we go. Now you can see her. She's pretty. Scoochy scooch. Clunk. Ancient Egyptian, also known by various other names, is the goddess of the sky, stars, cosmos, mothers, astronomy, and the universe. She was seen as a nude, star-covered woman arching over the earth, or as a cow. She was depicted wearing the water pot sign NW that identifies her. So, this picture is very much an artistic representation. I'm trying to figure out. I think I can share my screen. because I actually do want to show you guys the picture that Wiki has. So we're going to copy, boom, be patient with me. Tablet is being slow. Don't mind me. All right, we're going to minimize, close that. Come on. I just had Messenger up on this too. There we go. Oh, good God. Maybe? I was right. Okay. I was wrong. Thank you, darling. There we go. I don't want that. Oh, dear God. I don't want to restore it then. Just, rah! Apparently, Messenger has now decided that I need a pin to restore former messages. Huh! It's driving me nuts. And I can't remember what pin I used, and I only have like 2 different pins that I would have used. So, whatever. There we go. Tap that. Alright. I'm losing my ever loving shit here, but you know what? Since when is that anything never different? Yeah. Oh, okay. That. I have no idea if this is going to work. Picture. There we go. Clicking back to here. Okay. I think it's working. Ha. There is the picture I am trying to show you guys. This is Newt. And I will go back to reading you guys about her. She's actually quite fascinating. um, Newt is a daughter of Shu and Tefnut. Her brother and husband, gotta love the Egyptians, is Geb, or Geb. She has 4 children: Osiris, Set, Isis, and Nephthys, to which is added Horus the Elder in a Greco-Egyptian version of the myth Nut and Geb. She is considered one of the oldest deities among the Egyptian pantheon, with her origin being found on a creation story of Heliopolis. Okay, back here, going back to camera 1 so you guys can see me again. Ha! Oh, I know. Okay, Heliopolis. She was originally the goddess of the nighttime sky, but eventually became referred to as simply the sky goddess. Her headdress was the hieroglyph of part of her name, a pot, which may also symbolize the uterus. Mostly depicted in nude human form, Nut was also sometimes depicted in the form of a cow whose great body formed the sky and heavens, a sycamore tree, or as a giant sow suckling many piglets who represented the stars. Can we see why Di likes her now? Some scholars suggested that the Egyptians may have seen the Milky Way as a celestial depiction of Nut. The sacred symbol of Nut was the ladder used by Osiris to enter her heavenly skies. This latter symbol was called Maquette and was placed in tombs to protect the deceased and to invoke the aid of the deity of the dead. Nut and her brother Geb may be considered enigmas in the world of mythology, in direct contrast to most other mythologies, which usually develop a sky father associated with an earth mother or mother nature. She personified the sky and he the earth, so they reversed it. Nut appears in the creation myth of Heliopolis, which involves several goddesses who play important roles. Tefnut is a personification of moisture, who mated with Shu, air, and then gave birth to Sky as the goddess Nut, who mated with her brother Earth as Geb. From the union of Geb and Nut came, among others, the most popular of Egyptian goddesses, Isis, the mother of Horus, whose story is central to that of her brother husband, the resurrection god Osiris. Osiris is killed by his brother Set and scattered over Earth in 14 pieces, which Isis gathers up and puts back together. We have talked about Isis. So, Nut is the sky. And there was more to her. Hold on. There was a reason I wanted to use her. Nut and Ra. Ra, the sun god, was the second to rule the world according to the reign of the gods. He decreed, Nut shall not give birth any day of the year. At that time, the year was only 360 days. Nut spoke to Thoth, god of wisdom, and he had a plan. Thoth gambled with Khonsu, god of the moon, whose light rivaled that of Ra's. Every time Khonsu lost, he had to give Nut a piece of his moonlight. Do we see where this is going? Khonsu lost so many times that Nut had enough moonlight to make 5 extra days. Since these days were not part of the year, Nut could have her children. She had 5 children on each of the 5 days: Osiris, later ruler of the gods and then god of the dead; Horus the elder, god of war; Set, god of discord and of the desert; Isis, goddess of magic; and Nephthys, goddess of water. When Ra found out, he was pissed. He separated Nut from her husband Geb for eternity. Her father, Shu, however, was given the job to keep them apart. Nevertheless, Nut did not regret her decision. So, some of her titles: Coverer of the Sky, She Who Protects. Among her jobs was to envelop and protect Ra, the sun god. Mistress of All, or She Who Bore the Gods. Originally, Nut was said to be lying atop Geb and continually. During this time, she birthed 4 children, which we have discussed, and She Who Holds 1,000 Souls. Because of her role in the rebirthing of Ra every morning and in her son Osiris's resurrection, Nut became a key goddess in many of the myths about the afterlife. So, Nut is also the barrier separating the forces of chaos from the ordered cosmos in the world. She was pictured as a woman arched on her toes and fingertips over the earth. So basically in cow position. Nope, cat. Cat, cow, yeah. In cat position over the earth. Her body portrayed as a star-filled sky. Nut's fingers and toes were believed to touch the 4 cardinal points, or directions of north, south, east, and west. Because of her role in saving Osiris, Nut was seen as a friend and protector of the dead, who appealed to her as a child appeals to its mother. "Oh, my mother Nut, stretch yourself over me that I may be placed among the imperishable stars which are in you, and that I may not die." Nut was thought to draw the dead into her star-filled sky and refresh them with food and wine. She was often painted on the inside lid of the sarcophagi, protecting the deceased. The vaults of tombs were often painted dark blue with many stars as a representation of Nut. The Book of the Dead says, "Hail, thou sycamore tree of the goddess Nut! Give me of the water and of the air which is in thee. I embrace that throne which is in Unu, and I keep guard over the egg of Nekek-ur. It flourisheth, and I flourish. It liveth, and I live. It snuffeth the air, and I snuff the air. I, the Osiris Ani, whose word is truth in peace." So basically, she was a badass bitch, and I love her for it. Our little tidbit from the booklet says you have the power to reinvent yourself at any moment. Bring yourself up from what may feel like the bottom. You can overcome the challenges that have been set before you. Goddess of the Sky and Rebirth Nut is holding your hand. Namaste for the day. To be and just to be. We're doing Shakespeare. Be grateful for being. Just being alive and well is sometimes overlooked. You are here and you matter. Give yourself this grace. You don't have to accomplish anything or become something. Just be who you are right now and thank yourself for that. Be who you are in the moment and celebrate. Gratefulness helps us maintain a positive state of mind. A positive state of mind helps to reduce stress. 'Tis true, 'tis true. All right. There we go. Oh, I'm surviving here. We'll get this done. And then self-compassion, we are making peace. Ask yourself, is there any part of you that resists self-compassion? If so, ask that part, how are you trying to keep me safe? Can you attend to those needs rather than attacking yourself for it? Yes. I'm horrible about that. You see, I read these to you guys every day for my own benefit because I need to remind myself of them. And then we have Mr. Rogers. If I can wedge the cards into their drawer. What wisdom is Mr. Rogers bestowing on us today? Understanding love is one of the hardest things in the world. Isn't it though? Oy. Love is complicated. Love is very complicated. And on that note, it is Tuesday? It's Tuesday. So, I will see you fine, fantabulous, wonderful, magical people tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we will be getting ready for our stuff. I don't know what stuff, but we'll be getting ready for our yes. Who's it? What's it? Podcast. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow, brain. Wow. So I hope you guys have a magical, fantabulous, wonderful day. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, and for God's sake, please tell the people you care about how you feel. Don't be a dick. And go out and enjoy the sunshine, please. Go ground. Get some earthing in. Touch grass. We all desperately need it these days. And laugh. Seriously. Laugh at something. It truly is the best medicine. And with that, I will bid you all a fond farewell. I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all.